Hey Liz,
Yes.
tell us what happened today. Today is Tuesday,
Tuesday, July 12th, I
Tuesday,
believe.
July 12th. Okay.
2022 for posterity or
So
prosperity.
if I don't have hours and hours to watch news, what happened?
Today, the January 6th Select Committee, which is a bipartisan, which means there are Republicans and Democrats on it, they had a hearing today in a continuation of what happened on January 6th when rioters tried to interrupt an official act of Congress and basically tried to overthrow the U.S. government and end democracy. Today, the committee heard a lot of video testimony from Pat Cipollone, who is the White House counsel, which means he is the attorney not for Donald Trump personally,
The lawyer for the White House.
but the lawyer for the president that's in the White House. And this dude is in every meeting.
He's not the president's lawyer.
Right.
He's the White House's
Well,
lawyer.
he's the president / White House's lawyer, but not Donald Trump's lawyer. He attaches to the office, not to the man
Okay.
or woman eventually.
Okay.
So he has to know like who's coming in. He tries to make sure that everything that goes on in the White House is by the law and by ethics.
Okay.
That's his job, is to keep everybody on the track. And anything that happened that was getting off track or was totally off track, then that's what he testified to. So he was in the meetings with Sidney Howell? Was that her name? Powell. Sidney Powell. Rudy Giuliani, Michael Flynn, known as the Crazies. And then he was also in meetings with Eric Hirschman and Richard Donahue, who was like the Deputy Attorney General, and those that were known as the normies or the normals. And they were the ones that were trying to do the right thing, and the crazies were the ones that were basically trying to overthrow the U.S. government. And so the first hour or so was listening to him testify to things, and then the second hour was talking to a guy that worked with the Oath Keepers, which are a domestic terrorist group. He worked with them for years. And then a guy that saw Trump's December 19th, 1 a.m. tweet about join us January 6th. It's going to be wild. I can't do a Trump. I can do the hands, but I can't do a Trump. This guy left his home in northern Ohio, has his family, been a supervisor at his job, worked there for 20 years, gotten a vehicle with some buddies, and they came to D.C., and they were there because their president told them to be there. Went into the Capitol, took some pictures, eventually left when the president, and 187 minutes later, said, okay, I love you, you're great, go home. The guy left then. He's since lost his job, had to sell his house, probably for attorney's fees.
Good.
If I had to guess. Handy tip, don't try to overthrow the government. As annoying as it is to hear vote, vote, vote right now, we vote.
If you could, say to a sixth grader, what happened in the news today? In just a few short sentences, what happened today?
January 6, 2021, Donald Trump, then President of the United States, called people and terrorist groups to Washington, D.C. to try to overthrow democracy.
Okay.
And there were hearings today, people trying to get to the bottom of this, trying to prove that he did this, because people will be prosecuted and go to prison for a very long time because of this. Because the worst crime you can commit in this country is trying to overthrow a democratically elected government, and that's what they were trying to do.
And they're proving that.
They're proving that every day.
Witnesses,
yes,
testimony, pictures,
documentary
video.
evidence.
Okay.
And just as a little aside, the last 2 minutes, it was pointed out that former President Trump is still committing felonies because he is also intimidating witnesses.
By calling them
on his own phone and basically bullying. A sixth grader would understand bullying.
Okay.
He's trying to bully people into not telling the truth.
So snitches get stitches goes all the way up to the president.
Yeah, except snitches are heroes.
Okay, we think they're heroes.
We think they're heroes because only bullies say snitches get stitches.
That's true.